go from the outset for the Clippers.
Early, that's how you do it.
14 on the clock, 10 seconds.
Yeah, off the jump ball at the point guard position.
Watson tries a three.
It is defensive play, and then you get rewarded on the offensive end. And look at the physicality early.
Under Ty Lue. And has spoken about trying to be an extension of Ty Lue. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Wagler into the post. Will spin.
So I've been knowing that young man for a long time.
3 points in each of the first 2 games. Has 3 early here. Mannion out of the corner. Wagler's faced yet. Drive inside. Ball got knocked.
Now the injured thumb is on his shooting finger.
Watson into the corner. Carr.
Make up with the Lakers. And I always say this, listen. Find a way to
lead. Mannion's on fire.
At this level.
Kugel Philly get where both of them have landed. The NBA. Just 4 games.
Well, but now they find themselves being teammates again.
He's a sleeper or a steal. What is it that you think drops him to
shot selection? It wasn't ability. Okay, they didn't have the same amount of questions. But I tell you, he's the type of player because he has all the intangibles, Mike.
Hero opens the window.
Yeah, and Kobe Sanders, he came in with the Clippers and had some really.
So it's not like 16 starts, about 7 points a game.
They'll figure it out, put in the work, and more importantly, Mike.
Arnelli getting a little burn here. So too Sean. Lakers at 2-0, trying to put themselves in prime position.
Just kind of make that separation and keep that.
Games they're guaranteed through, but if they lose one, means no matter what, they'd have a chance to get through. On to Suter. It was one of the great stories of college basketball last year at Miami. Ellie running low on time. Spin all the way around the cup, down to Miller, puts it back. Reporter, and he turns and he goes, I know who you're asking about. That's more opportunity. 9 games last year with the Lakers. Seeing a ton of the reserves getting into the game here. 3 shooting, and he goes, he's a shooter. Yeah, if you're open, take the shot.
Well, it was surprising to me.
Yeah. It's been the story of Summer League. It's a 5-point Laker lead.
To the NBA, what were your first impressions?
Well, first of all, that was so long quiet event.
Right.
We own summer now to some degree, and that's a really wonderful thing. Today, they're wearing watches that allows them to communicate more effectively with Replay Center of officiating. If it's done correctly, we get more calls called correctly.
Through sort of the development process that gets them to this exact point.
Well, we look at a little over 3 in their top 100 camp that they have for their players. We bring our G League, of course, supplies talent for.
Well, for our audience at home,
he dribbled. So we don't get credit for all those no calls. And it's important to, refereeing is a game in which we our
officials now, the way they're being graded, is it a little bit more stringent?
The standards. Now, our competition committee sets those standards. Okay. Referees don't. And then it's alignment of expectation from the stakeholders. And we get that every year here. Offensive leeway and refereeing are always looking to improve.
Spiker, Parker, and can you sort of sit here and watch them sort of get this first taste of the NBA? Or
level you are ready for. When I came to Summer League, that felt like the pressure that you must be able to live up to and meet the moment as we finish the half here. We don't look so much as to the allotted time as to where the stakeholders feel. Summer League will be another testing ground this year for that. We'll take the data and apply it appropriately.
Things that have to change and that you're getting used to right now.
Yeah, trying to find stuff to move right now.
How many names do you know right now?
Ooh. I would say
Reeves, those sound familiar to you?
Okay, that's 12 then. We've kind of had like a player-led workout kind of camp deal, so it's been really that has that belief in us. Yeah, I'm just ready to run for a big wall.
J.J. Redick is one to let his players know. Creative with his offensive skill set in there.
Okay, it's LeBron's team for so many years, and you're looking for certain kinds of
because you need the floor to be spaced so those outstanding players identical with Luka and LeBron. And now you add a Kessler, but he's telling you, he comes back healthy. You saw the impact he had when he was healthy.
A junior and a senior driving down the lane
In the classroom, two-time academic All-American. So
Dak. Zaire Smith, Euros, slows it down. Doors open for them. They need to win these 2 games and probably do so decisively.
Layups and 2 feet in the paint you can get, the better it is. Trying to cut into this lead, clips down.
I mean, it's really interesting here, right? I mean, it's a bit of a reset in terms of age, and Martinelli can't.
Just tried to move that clock up a little bit more.
And a nice conversion.
It's a challenge. I mean, because the West is still the West. And the Clippers having young talent. You bring in some new faces.
Active streak in the league of finishing 500 or better, but ultimately it comes
down open shots. But it's going to be this year. Defensive mind, they got to get some stops and steals.
9 here. Landing those 10 points in the first quarter. 17 against IMG Academy with Miami Prep. So he goes from Arkansas instead, ends up coming to the U.S. and finds his way here into the Summer League.
Miami at the time, and Jay is there on the bench, so whoa. They don't want to see anything jump off here in the Summer League.
Yeah.
You know, a foul.
And then afterwards, he and Mannion. So the way it all cancels out is the one sort of +1 technical.
You don't know, but the action itself is what
is the technical. This is one free throw for 2 shots for the flip. There was a great philosophizer who once said, "Ball don't lie."
Ball don't lie. You know, he's right there and had a little pretzel.
I'm just saying, it's, you know, you walk up to the that. And the Dairy Queen. Watson. He's allowed 10.
He's allowed 10.
Badge of honor getting tossed from a Summer League game?
No. You're like, bro, I'm at the Lakers going into a little zone defense, and we're able to extremely physical against him, trying to get the ball out of his hands, and oh man, what a ball up and finding the open teammate.
Mannion tried to find
young fella with that 2-hand dunk.
Carr pirouettes. He tried to pull. Watson turned it away. Now Watson stepping.
Not really adjusting to the pressure that the Lakers.
Biggest lead yet. And Carr steps back. 1 or 2 minutes left here as Padula.
Quickly. And then as you see them attack you with their, big fence.
Watson spots up. Martin, you can officiate these games.
Nah, bro.
You got it.
Nah, I don't have it.
Did you and give it a shot?
But Richard is crazy. So that remember
goes to Summer League, which is do or die.
This is some real basketball.
Mannion.
Basket or the foul this time. It was the foul.
Mannion. Wow! For Carr.
Took the elevator up a little bit higher.
Wow. 5. Played 9 games. G League with Maine.
Work with me.
No, all right. No, I doubt it.
Okay. It's too dusty for me, man. Out in the middle of the desert or whatever.
That's the problem.
Older now. Maybe not if I was younger.
We're talking like ran out of room. So it's Carr at the buzzer. Off the front rim, and
you're still trying to figure it out. And that's what the Clippers. That's what he's talking about. Jalen.
Guys, top 10, top 15 picks. 2-3 games is about what you usually
comfortable with the physicality that he will encounter.
Mannion at the line. Cornell to his last season.
I wonder how much in Summer League you see a zone defense.
Bust into the low post for Hickey. Got pulled away. Padula tried to lead the...
Moving Wagler off the ball to see if he can get some offense himself and see if...
24 points a contest. 7 dimes, 5 boards. That 7 Giller got a piece on the other end. Sanders on the drive.
On the three-point line, despite the hands up by Thero.
Cal Poly, 4 years, only over 10 points a game as a senior.
See the Clippers kind of picking up their defensive intensity right now. Almost
Defender of the year, time in New Zealand as well.
travel. The Clippers.
Here's Wagler. Wagler gets inside.
If it is that, more importantly, the player goes up like that, you're not in the air.
Tree Big Ten Freshman of the Year. Both his parents played at Hutchinson Community College. I thought that the best thing that Jay Larinaga said after that game was he plays the game with...
Dan Fitzpatrick is doing some trivia with the guys at practice and warm-ups to help one Jim Jackson. Both, what was that hometown? What's that area there for you? You just got to finish with the youth, Jim.
What the hometown is Bowling Green. School kind of kid. Yeah, I just couldn't handle the discipline. You know what I mean?
They called it a jug. That's justice under God. That's a different deal, bro.
Elbow, I mean, the shoulder was in the chest. There was a little acting that time by Kaluma.
Shaw, the first player in the NBA to ever do.
Was it a 3-point?
3 from Miami, 10 threes.
There you go.
So there's more Clipper trivia.
I mean, he's seen it all, man. You're talking about a wealth of experience.
In the NBA?
That's 1,800,000.
192. You're just off. It's the one next to us right now.
That's right.
See, like... If they treat him, which is awesome because I don't usually get that luxury. Tello's in the building, top 20 all-time in NBA history in wins. Drive. He's giving the Chuck
defense by Purdue, you're able to get a hand on it.
And Kaluma gives it off Thero. But also, speaking of a guy whose career is so intertwined with the Brooks and the Fordham guy. Got a lot of those.
Way to throw that.
Magnon putting in work. Magnon didn't go. He contorted the follow-up, though. He stuck, but three-pointer on the way. That's a deep.
Have some games where Wagner doesn't shoot the ball extremely well, but he's still...
Austin Reeves in the building here for... And Colin Sexton and Walker Kessler among the new additions to this group. Quentin Peak for the Lakers left the building.
And, you know, but with LeBron's presence still there, you can never genuinely do that. You just could never do it. So, you know, turning the page, turning the chapter. Congrats.
Earned it.
Yes, he did. That's coming up rewarded for that belief. Nice pass by Cameron Hall. Scullamamu, he's good with it. He had a heck of a year last year in Toronto.
Kyle gives to Suter. Kicks it back into the right wing.
Clippers came out really aggressive at the beginning of the quarter, but it was the late
rebounds, 3 assists, and a turnover. Carr in attack mode.
Side?
Yeah.
To be able to then have one-on-one coverage, defense broke.
Kaluma the reversal. Carr rises and hits. Carr got it. Lakers too.
Trying to tell you.
Sanders got away from.
He's me a lot of the build-wise is like Mikal Bridges. He's not
save points and one, a mid-range jumper and a deep three-pointer. Admittedly, I'm skipping a few steps to get to that point. And then he said, I will admit it's probably another 5 steps from real tight. Jameel Telfort.
Yeah, all up into him.
In the middle of all that, just trying to pull everybody apart. 85% free throw shooter in the G League last year. At the horn. And we're headed to the 4th quarter.
But I love the attack mentality of
Sanders dishes, three-pointer, short.
And Sanders had the awareness to know that he had to get that shot.
Kyle. One on the timer. Kyle puts it back up and in. Carr season.
I know.
Do they need to win the MAC tournament just to get into March Madness? Like they could actually go the distance in this regular year.
A one bid league, you can have all that success. Getting a at-large bid.
He's one of those guys where it's obvious that he knows how to affect the game in 100 ways. Game in like 2 years, including with this Laker team at Summer League. So, Karake out to Suter for 3. Sanders did a lot of wiggling. Karake sizing up Padula. 1'9", but he's got 44-inch vert and a 7'3" wingspan, so he plays more like 7. Didn't shoot the ball that well, but 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
So you see a lot of that being mirrored right now in the Summer League. Ultimately, would that be where he want to best utilize his skill set?
This is all about information, right?
When you get it in person in practice, then real game situations here in the NBA. And he can do this here. This is not an A.J. DeBonta. This is not a Cam Boozer. This is not a Darren Peterson. But
war with Christina on Wagler.
He's also a prospect that has a way he's handled some of the things thrown at him, the processing, and even that rough game early.
Of coming back in that game against Utah, but also I think back to college last year. They had 20 against UConn in the Final Four. So in terms of resilience, point individual mini run in the third quarter. Carm Capital, how do you try and figure out the best use of, there's aprons.
The second apron at the time. But then the execution part of it, when it takes up 4 apron.
And we're starting to get Wembanyama.
And can't hold on to him because of the salary cap implications. I should only count against the cap. That way you can retain all the effort that you
go into that second apron. And then Mitchell Robinson leaving for Boston. So
penalized money-wise, you can't exercise a mid-level exception. It's other on what you can do once you commit to that. Now, some teams that say you.
Clippers want to see that challenged.
Yeah. Oh man, they're looking at it. Really got it up top cleanly.
Either a current or former NBA All-Star currently on the roster, or I you know, because you always sort of turn around, you give that look. I'm not saying Ty should be over there saying, I think we should challenge that, Coach.
He says it.
Wagler's got 16 after hitting that 3. We've had plenty of chances to contemplate throwing that finger in the air.
Oh, yeah, it is a man's chance.
Wing where the Lakers take it to 3-0 at Summer League. And all point differential.
Yep.
All the while, never to get called. Lawyer.
After an entertainer. Kind of pulling for, and this has something unique about him.
There's something that sort of sticks out to you? Or does Robbie have like the whole pick of the...
Just found out there's one that the Lakers informed me that didn't make the list. There's also...
Martinelli follows.
That's when you know you cold. Just call you Iceman. Back in the day was the truth. So he had that moniker with the hand to bring him back in. At this point, I don't. Again, I'm sitting over.
There are people of a certain age who don't know his actual first name, who called him Irvin, I'm sure, was Mom.
Oh, big time Mom always.
Yep. Kick to the corner. It's Watson.
St. Louis, he could play.
He's on an Exhibit 10, so even if he does get cut by... Move to 3-0 in the Summer League. Drop the Clippers to 1-2 and out of contention.